I kind of wanted this on. Can you see it? Can you see my? I had a fucking fat ass thigh on my.
Yo, talk down on the mic, bro.
Yeah, I
Talk
was
about
gonna
it on the
talk.
pod.
That's
Talk
what
about
I
your
was gonna talk
sty,
about. I was
so
gonna
people
talk
know.
about it. I was like, guys, I'm so fucking worried. Okay, good. All right. I was gonna like. It was awful. It was awful.
Your little sty.
You know what that is? Right
Never had one actually.
Yeah, I never had one until I had one, fucking a week ago. It was fucking awful.
This is sick.
Yeah, dude, just
I never
get
thought
in the
you'd get
moment.
here,
Get in the
honestly.
moment, dude. Just fucking try to breathe it in.
When you first told me,
Hello and welcome to the Simp to Pimp podcast. I am your host, Max, and today I have a special guest with me. He's been on the pod before. We're kind of off and
the
on.
first one.
Yeah, the first live one we did, he was on. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Amir. Nice to meet you guys. I have known Max for 10 years, maybe a little bit more, through soccer. Funny story, he hated me.
No, I didn't hate him.
Based on first impressions.
I know. He thought I hated him. He was yeah, I guess we're going to go through that first. Yeah, he was a sophomore in high school, and he was coming in. He played soccer, and I played soccer, and at the high school level, we both tried out for the team. We both made the team, and we both played similar positions. And he was always coming for my neck, so I would always like just try to settle it down and try to have the young hot shot
That's
like
right.
relax a little bit.
Yeah,
And,
I moved. I mean, I think this would be interesting. I actually moved from Iran to America sophomore year of high school. I thought a good way to find friends was soccer. So the first thing I did was try out for the soccer team. Max was a year older than me, but he was on the soccer team. And that's how we met. And then we did pretty well that year, actually.
Yeah, we went undefeated actually that year.
Especially Max. He was doing some crazy celebrations, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah. So that's like a good way to meet people is actually finding things you love and like just going and something you already like and then have a group of people that already do that and then you can actually like meet people that have similar interests as you and it's like super like you cut away a lot of the bullshit of like just people trying to use you or whatever. So I think obviously my celebrations I was doing like FIFA celebrations that I got from FIFA and I was just like acting them out and I was just trying to be a funny little character because I wanted to prove to people at the school, people that I was playing with at the time that I just didn't care. I didn't care who you were. I'm gonna like score on you, and I had a hat trick, and I did like a surfer emoji.
How many goals did you have?
So that year I think I had it's either 10 goals and 15 assists or 15 goals and 10
Are you serious?
assists.
You had 15 goals?
Something like that.
That's crazy. He played midfield too, and I played
Yeah,
forward,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
had way more.
But
than
our forward wasn't fucking scoring.
me. Yeah. So he had to.
So I had to like
carry the
I wanted
team
us to
away.
win a little bit. And then we had you in and you had a fucking cast on because you
Oh yeah, yeah. All the odds were against me. Honestly, I had broken my finger playing soccer, and this. I was like, how old were we? Like 14,
you were
13
like,
maybe.
yeah.
And I was super skinny, super skinny. And I was playing like pickup soccer, and this guy just steps on my finger, and I hear the crack. I literally hear it. And so I had a cast on, but unfortunately, like when my finger was broken, it was also tryouts. And I don't know if you know this actually, but I had a hard time trying out because they wouldn't let me try out with a cast.
Yeah, you need a soft cast or some
Yeah,
bullshit.
mainly because like either I would get hurt or if I hit somebody like with my cast. But eventually they let me, and I got into the team. But I remember like this kid, I think I told you, like during tryouts, this kid like pushed me and I fell, but I couldn't even like hold myself with my broken hand. And he felt so bad. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man." I was like, "It's all good."
Yeah.
But
There was
we
still
made
a
it.
lot of people. There was like 100 people trying out
Oh
for the
yeah.
fucking team. We were at a big high school.
Oh
There was a
yeah.
good amount of people that tried out
Yeah, our high school was huge,
for that
actually.
team, and then yeah, we both made it. And then you like one thing I wanted to say was he dribbled like 5 guys during one of the games, and I'm on the bench, and our coach is just a fucking cornball. If you ever seen it, if you ever think of a cornball, think of like a science teacher that teaches like
If you see
sophomore.
this, we love you.
Yeah, yeah, Coach Bird, you're an awesome man, but you are out of your
Yeah.
depth. You're out of your depth in soccer.
I mean, he wasn't even a soccer coach.
He
I think
wasn't.
he
He
was
was like a
just.
hockey coach, wasn't he? I
I
don't know.
don't
He did.
know.
He played hockey, I think,
I
or
think he just
something.
grabbed like random people to like.
He did great. He's
go to
awesome.
high
But
school.
he dribbled 5 people, including the goalkeeper, and then he missed it wide. And then the coach is like, "Amir, what are you doing?"
I got subbed off
He got subbed off that play, like before
immediately.
like at the goal kick when they grabbed the ball. By the time it took the the goalkeeper to grab the ball back and
Yeah. Yeah.
put it on the box for the goal kick, he got subbed off.
Yeah, I was a
And
pretty decent player, to be honest. But just
yeah, and
getting.
you had your asthma issue
Oh, yeah,
that was like
actually,
on top of all
that's
that whole thing. So
funny story. I did not know I have asthma,
until
specifically exercise-induced asthma, until very recently. Um, so I play pickup now, and I played in a league, and after about 2-3 minutes, it was very hard for me to like catch my breath. And asthma is so common, so I feel a little stupid that I did not know. But yeah, after going to the doctor, I figured out I had like exercise induced asthma. So all through my young years, I got offered to play. I'm a decent player, but I'm
and
not.
you're thinking back now since that moment, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I literally got offered to play for like our community college. I got offered to play for our high school, and it was all with asthma.
yeah.
I was playing with
And
asthma.
your dad's like, why are you breathing so heavy or something? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, like middle school back in Iran, I remember after one play, my dad looked at me. He's like, "Why are you breathing so hard?" Like, I thought maybe I'm out of shape, but I work out. I'm not really out of shape. I had a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, apparently I had asthma, and now during pickups, I have my inhaler and I crush.
Now you're doing so much
Now
better,
they
bro.
can't stop me.
And then you got so I think this is a good segue into like where the new season's just starting for a lot of soccer, a lot of European League football, as I
We
like to
love
say.
football.
We
Yes,
love it. We just watched the Real Madrid's first game was actually today.
we went to Bernabeu together.
And we went to Bernabeu. We
Sure.
traveled. Obviously, we'll talk about that later, I think. But and then Bayern obviously just finished their season. Bayern Munich beat Borussia Dortmund for the final, the red card. There's like a lot of movement going on in the soccer football community. Like we just finished the World Cup over in America. There was games in Dallas. There's games in Houston. We're obviously living in Austin right now. There was a lot of access to these games. We could have went to. You just moved here, but I was
Yeah.
here for the majority of it, and I did.
You didn't go to any games, did you?
I didn't go to any games, but I did see how the influence was changed. Like there was people from Germany coming to Austin, staying in Austin to visit these other places.
You see that X page? Like the German kid
I don't
who
know. If it's
like came to America and was traveling America, and his posts were he was talking like
Bucky's mostly or something like that.
he basically traveled through America to go to the games, and he loved it, and he was talking about like this city's beautiful, that city's beautiful, and he got hella engagement. And
Wow.
like some kid from Europe was like, "Wow, America's amazing." He went to like these stadiums. And it was like
Yeah.
it's so pretty.
If you haven't been, I mean, same with Europe. If you're from America and you've never been to Europe, like there's other worlds. It's just a totally different bubble
Completely.
that you're in. But I'm sure they feel the same way. I mean, we have so much to offer here. There's Great Lakes, Lake Tahoe. There's freaking Colorado River, Mississippi River, Appalachian Trail, Rocky Mountains,
What's
Keys,
the beach in Austin or beach in Texas called? The beach.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi is
Still gotta check
fucking
that out.
gorgeous. Obviously, Seattle, LA, San Francisco Bay Area, New York City. There's just like a lot to offer.
I
And
mean,
that's not
U.S. is
even, and
huge.
Honolulu, Hawaii is an entire different thing. There's just like, if you haven't been to any of these places and you want to call yourself an American, or America wasn't like cool or never was, you don't know it. You haven't lived. You don't know what you're talking about ever.
Yeah,
And it's just like, it's not worth a bickering. It's not worth your little online opinion, quite honestly. But that's besides the point. Like, you can go visit, just experience something you haven't experienced, and it will help you develop and at least connect you to your soul, which is of the earth, so much more.
agreed.
But like, back to what we were talking about. What's kind of a major transfer, major change? What were you surprised about in the World Cup?
France not making it to the final. Um, Honestly, I kind of expected Spain winning. They just
People were
have that.
saying that. There were people saying that before the World Cup.
It's just their playing style, you know. I just
They have a system. What's surprising is the most surprising part is they only won
Portugal
one.
losing to who'd they lose to? It was like some shitty team, I think. It wasn't even
Portugal
that
lost
big.
to a few teams.
Germany lost to like Paraguay in penalties, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Yeah, that was surprising. But Spain only had one win in the World Cup before this last World Cup. Now they have 2 stars.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Their first World Cup they won was in 2014 with Iniesta and David Villa
That's
and
surprising.
Xavi. Yeah.
They've always had a good team.
Incredible.
And
It seems like their system was always
oh
incredible,
yeah.
but they just
You could see it in La Liga too. I feel like a lot of like if you put different I just shook this. If you put different teams from different leagues playing against each other, like Champions League or the
Mhm.
Europa League, like Spain teams usually dominate.
yeah, that seems where it's heading, and it's been like that.
Yeah, it's
dude,
been like that since I remember.
forever. But they only World Cup stage. They only like had it a few times. But of course, you can get into conspiracies there where they're talking about
You think it's rigged?
FIFA has a little bit more leverage. I mean, even this last World Cup, they were talking about Argentina
Rigged?
having a little
Nah,
bit,
this
and
isn't
then
the NBA.
Donald Trump pulled the red
Yeah,
card a little bit
that's
for
kind of crazy.
for nothing. They lost. USA lost to Belgium. That was it shouldn't be a shocker, but it was a shocker to.
Okay, let me ask you, because you're like 100% American. How do you feel about that move of trying to, basically bribe FIFA to get your player back mid tournament?
When you're
It's a little sus, right?
it looks awful.
Yeah,
It honestly
especially, yeah,
looks terrible
exactly.
when you're hosting you're one of 3 countries hosting the World Cup. But they did it, and it
And they
seems
lost
and they lost, didn't pay off at all,
like
and it sucked.
5-1.
Yeah. But the problem is, if you're doing it, the philosophy is, if you're not cheating, you're not trying to win. That's like
Ricky
the
Bobby,
philosophy
baby.
with like a lot of it's like it's
I
a
like
shitty
that,
philosophy, but there's
actually.
like a lot of people. There's a lot of people's mentality, where if you're not trying to find your edge
Yeah,
outside of the rules, you're not trying to win.
yeah.
And it's like, well, there's better moral ways, and like if you want to call yourself a man, I don't know if you fucking want to ride that line. But but
I think I saw
I think they
Cristiano.
tried. I think it's good to see effort from
Yeah,
the government or whatever
to
to try
make
to
the U.S. win.
get the U.S. to win or get farther in the thing. I don't know if we would have won.
I think I saw Cristiano one year like get a red card too or a second yellow, and they like forgave him for a few games.
Yeah,
It
so
was
they could
something like
qualify.
that.
Yeah, it was something like that, and then some other team also did it, and I can't remember all the statistics on that, but I did watch it very heavily. I didn't think it mattered because Dest had a terrible game against Belgium.
Yeah,
Uh,
I actually think he's pretty good. Honestly,
he's really good. He's a phenomenal player, but
like Pulisic too.
Pulisic's a very good player. He was coming off an injury. It's hard to get everybody together. Weston McKennie's got a lot of heart. I think he's a very good player.
But you can tell the U.S. is taking it seriously. Like, honestly, like, even the quality of players, even on the lower level, the amount of money that's going into it. I think MLS is getting better. Look at Inter Miami. They're basically like half
It's
of
a
them are this
retirement league, but they're
older
amazing.
Barcelona team.
But it's a great mentorship if you're like a
Griezmann.
sub. If you're like a sub on that team, yeah, Griezmann at Orlando City. If you're able to learn from any of these fucking people, I would I would really try to soak up this opportunity
Yeah.
and figure out how to like make this your own home, especially as an American, but or like as any country, if you want like to just create the club that you envision for the future, like like all these people have gone to, like Barcelona, Real Madrid, uh, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich.
You just named like top three. This is my whole point about Spain having such a good
Yeah,
soccer thing. He just named top three Spain teams as his first choices.
yeah.
Barcelona, Madrid,
Their
Atletico.
systems. Their systems are amazing. You want to like try to mimic or at least try to understand those systems, right? And like try to replicate them to like new places. If you're not gonna go through the system that they have, at least try to like, if they're so successful, if you want to bring that here, like figure out how to do that. How hard is that? How hard is it to like figure it out? There's just so many people trying to get money, I think is what it is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll go off the whim and say I don't know if there's a poly market bet, but I'm gonna say in the next 20 years, which is 5 World Cups, US is gonna win one of them.
Yeah. I would love to make that bet, but I wish that was the case, dude. But that's just like, that's kind of hard.
It is a little like far fetched.
That's kind of hard. But Real Madrid, they just got Diamante.
First game of the season. We
First
just watched the
we
first game.
saw him play.
He was kind of slow.
They had the one particular instance. He only played for like 15 minutes, but
Yeah.
that one particular instance where they had the counterattack, and there's like 3 defenders in front of the goal, and he took like 5 seconds, which is an eternity in soccer.
Yeah.
To like touch the ball twice, and it looked like that particularly. It looked awful for him, but they're sending him the ball. But the rest of the 15 minutes, he's like, they're sending him the ball, and has phenomenal touches. He's putting it inside. They ended up scoring on the 90th minute.
I don't know how they do it.
Off of his
It's their
like,
thing.
it wasn't his pass, but like off his pass, and then another pass comes in, and the keeper made a terrible error, I would say. But they scored, and they won the game 2-1. So they're tied with Espanyol.
Stop saying it. This guy tells me he's like, Espanyol's doing so good. I'm like, La Liga just started. It's
they're
their
second in the
first
league.
game.
Yeah.
He says they're second in the league. I'm like, dude, it's the first game of the season. It's like automated.
For Real Madrid, yeah.
But imagine like going on the field, and then the opposing team is like, they're stacked.
Yeah,
Like stars in every position.
You could know there's subs. Cucurella, Diamante.
Cucurella just won the World Cup.
Yeah,
with Spain.
exactly.
Diamante, 150 million. You're the most expensive purchase
Yeah,
from Real Madrid.
and their starters, Bellingham,
SB.
Courtois.
I don't know.
SB's a sub. Yeah, and he did great. And he scored the goal.
He scored the goal. Yeah.
And Vinicius Junior,
I love him. He gets a lot of hate.
Bernardo Silva,
Bernardo Silva.
and then your favorite player,
Yeah. Mbappe.
Mbappe.
I think he's overrated.
He
That's
really. I think he shows it every game. Is little like, he's a little too much. Just arrogance, too focused on trying to be something that he's ultimately not. Like, he's trying to play this forward position, and he's just not.
He can't hit the
Benzema,
ball.
he's not-
He's
yeah.
fast and he can shoot. He can't hit the ball. His pass. I mean,
His
like, I
vision,
don't want to hate
yeah,
like the
he's not
guy's like,
terrible,
come on, he's
yeah.
25.
Yeah.
He's like crushing it. He was like PSG's best player, record after record, won the
Yeah.
Golden Ball. He almost matched Cristiano's goal scoring record in a year. So like, who am I to talk? But overall, I don't know. Like, I think Benzema is better. Higuain maybe. Just having like a solid number 9 there.
Yeah, that's all they
especially
need,
with
really.
like strong wingers on the side, like Vinny, like so strong on the left side.
Yeah.
Um, right side. I mean, if Rodrigo comes back, I think he'd be pretty good.
It would just be insane. Real Madrid would blow the top off if they had somebody like Holland on the fucking number 9.
That guy's a beast.
That
That's
would
another
be
shocker actually for World Cup. How good Norway did.
yeah.
They beat England, right?
They beat England. They beat the other team in front of them that were before England that was like
Pretty good. Yeah.
Brazil.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah,
Vinny,
they
that's
beat
crazy.
Brazil, dude. Norway. They're like and they
Was
they
that
brought
like
their own food.
rowing
They
thing?
did a
Ooh,
whole they had a whole entourage. They had a whole entire like scene that they were building too. They were trying to get the audience involved. They're really trying to bring it to America and everything else. And it was just like, oh, it's so that was awesome. That whole experience was
it
awesome.
was insane. Good for them. I think their country just leveled up a little bit.
I loved it, all of it. My boss actually just went to Norway during that World Cup because like, well, I don't know if it was because of this, but it like because of how people were perceiving Norway,
It was cool. Like
their personality, and
their
everything.
fans were great.
Yeah,
It was fun. They did that little like rowing thing with the fans.
yeah, the Viking.
They didn't have ego, when you talk to them, they were just like a smaller team and they knew it, but they also like
Yeah,
did so well. You know what I mean?
yeah. So Mika Götze, have you heard of this guy?
No. Who's that?
He signed with he came from Ajax, and Ajax is like it's like a Netherlands
Yeah.
Eredivisie. He just signed with the EPL. He went to the EPL. I think it was either I'm gonna say the name wrong, but I saw his highlights. I was looking through his highlights, and he looks. You know how Zlatan when he went to PSV as Eredivisie, he didn't look that good, but
Mm.
he had like plays where he would dribble like 4 players and then score. It's looked exactly like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But Mika
Yeah.
Götze is like a little bit. I don't think he's as tall as Zlatan, but he had that same just super grungy highlight reel where it's like it looks disgusting, but
Some plays he's just crushing it.
yeah, he looks amazing. And you just like push through a really tough league. And then Cole Palmer's obviously working really hard. Gretzka's apparently rumored to leave Bayern Munich.
Really.
Anthony Gordon just signed a 5-year with Barcelona.
Barcelona. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Rashford was good. I think they should have kept. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Also,
Rashford
Barcelona, they're thieves. They're like, look at the transfer market. They owe their players. It's a whole. They get in fights with clubs. Like they try to
Yeah,
sign
dude.
Julian Alvarez from Atletico, and they literally got in a beef. Like
And that's
Atletico
where they
went over-
screwed over. They screwed over Messi with the tax.
They screwed over Messi.
With the tax fraud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Barcelona's system is a little
yeah, it's a
thievy.
little
Yeah.
like sus. But like I remember like Messi was trying to even go back to Barcelona, but they didn't have the money for it or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll take a pay cut, but
Messi misses it. He went to PSG before that, and he like hated that. Wanted to go back to Barcelona,
yeah.
and Barcelona fucking fucked that up.
Yeah.
And then Beckham had a deal for him. He went to Miami.
Beckham owns Inter Miami. How crazy is that? He literally brought in like all these Barcelona players. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
talented. Yeah.
I honestly can see.
And he played for Real Madrid.
Yeah, Beckham did.
Yeah.
I feel like every like super big star at one
Zidane.
point
Yeah.
played for like. It's kind of cool saying every time you like look at Madrid, and it's funny they just hired like Cruz for something in Madrid. I like how they do that. Like
They care, dude. They care.
if someone stays with the club that's why every like player wants to go to Madrid. But if someone stays with the club for a little bit, they just offer him jobs after.
At retirement. Yeah, dude. The game we saw, Alaba retired, and oh my God.
Yeah,
the
let's
back. The
Car-
right back.
Carvajal.
Carvajal.
Yeah, let's talk about our visit to. Obviously, you can tell we're big soccer fans, big Madrid fans. We had the opportunity to go to the Santiago Bernabeu for the first time. this
Yep.
summer when we were visiting Spain,
Yep.
and we were like kids in a candy store. It's kind of funny. We were touching the stairs when we
It
were going
was
out. We were like,
magical, dude.
wow,
It was incredible. 83,000
yeah,
people
yeah.
fit in that stadium, and it was packed. The
Oh
last
yeah,
game of the season,
oh yeah.
and
It
the
was gorgeous.
retirement games, and the food was phenomenal, dude. The whole experience was amazing. Obviously, we're celebrating my 30th birthday, and we're celebrating your master's degree, and we went out,
Look at us,
and
well
we went
educated.
through there. We had to crack some fucking skulls to get to where we are,
Yeah, we
and
did.
we celebrated at Madrid, Spain. There was beautiful scenery, dude. The music, there was like protests going on too while we were over
Oh
there.
yeah, in the middle of the thing. That
Yeah,
was
the square. There's a couple squares. The people were super nice. You were like, dude, this taxi driver doesn't have to look at his maps to figure out where we're going.
yeah, the taxi driving there is crazy.
There's just people that live in that city and they love it, and it's amazing.
You just tell them what street you're on, and
Yeah.
then it's like at the other side of the
Okay,
city, and they
yeah.
just like they just whip it.
They know how to get there,
It
and
is-
they avoid the traffic, and they get there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Madrid was beautiful. The one thing we got recommended by everybody, like, oh, you're visiting Spain, you should go to Barcelona. We're like, we
Not
should
this
go. I mean,
time.
we're gonna go back.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Obviously, just we didn't go that time because we just couldn't fit it in.
No, because
Just
we
gotta
had
go.
a few places.
We went to extend that journey to Ibiza, which is
Mhm.
obviously, I think that was your favorite part for sure. That was more what you were. We were looking forward to both.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like we had to. If I was gonna go to Spain and go to Ibiza, like I had to go to like Madrid and Santiago. It was, I would say, it was a trip filled with bucket list items. Honestly,
Oh, absolutely. There's like a 5-story club or something we went
what
to.
was it called? 7? Is that what it's called?
Oh, is it 7 stories? It
No,
wasn't
no,
7
no.
stories.
What was it called?
It was called.
Was it not called 7 or
It
something?
was called something like that.
Yeah,
Could have
yeah.
been 7 or something. And there's like an American level, and there's like there's like an EDM, and there's like a hard style or whatever.
On each
And there's
level,
like
they
a
have their own thing.
jazz. Yeah, it was very creative. I loved it. I loved it. People were beautiful too. There's no like
Beautiful
saturated
people.
fats, like injected mixed streams in the food.
Listen, when you order a ham sandwich in Spain, they literally give you a baguette with Iberian ham. That's it. If you order a ham sandwich here, and I love America, listen, I love you, honestly. Like, they put processed ham, bread,
Yeah,
lettuce, processed cheese, processed tomato,
yeah.
sauce. Like it's almost impossible to
The
gain
sauce.
weight
Yeah, yeah.
in. They call it the, when you go to McDonald's.
Mediterranean diet. Or yeah.
Yeah, when you went to McDonald's there, they would call it like extreme. They would,
Mixtreme cheese, mixtreme, because what they're doing is they're packaging the food, the ham that you're eating, the meat that you're eating, lived the life of living in a little fucking farm box that they never got to see the day of light, and just like was always touching skin with the other
yeah,
animals in the fucking barn,
yeah,
and it never had like never enjoyed its life, and it comes out in the food. Everything you experience, this is like how I came up, or no, it's not I didn't come up with the idea, but this is where I thought of like getting that filtration system for water. You
Oh,
use
yeah.
like copper, and you just use like super fine material, and you have to find like very good sources for these materials, possibly make it yourself, go from ores of like, the Rocky Mountains, or just find a place where it's not completely degraded, not where a bunch of souls have been crushed and killed and everything, and you just make a foundation and like get the materials from there, and then you use steam, and you filter the water, and then copper actually kills a lot of the bacteria. This is like a totally different side note, but like,
I've seen the filter on your thing at your place.
yeah, I mean, I care about
Literally the water.
I care
water
about
filter.
stuff like that, and I think it's
He shits on me when I purchase food from Walmart or purchase groceries from Walmart.
I took him to a farmer's market. Okay, so this is what happened. We lived in
Sorry.
Florida. We lived
Yeah.
in Tampa together. We were roommates,
Yes.
and I took him
Crazy
to
year, by the way.
I took him. Yeah, that was a pretty
That's how it all
significant year.
started, and we were
Pretty significant year.
broke people.
Just broke, graduated bachelors, and we like had no idea what the world was. And COVID just started,
That's right.
and I took him to a farmer's market because I didn't want to wear a mask in fucking Walmart. And he's like, dude, you can buy these eggs. And he tells the cashier, he's like, in front of the cashier, I buy these eggs from the fucking farmer's market. And he's like, dude, you can buy these same exact eggs at the fucking Walmart for $2 cheaper. Or something like that. I don't even remember what it was at the time.
It's a little expensive. I get the organic part, but come on, like you really gotta up the price, like
But you see the cashier's face, like
in
turn
disgust.
absolute, like she's ready to kill him. And I was like, he's just kidding. He didn't mean that. And she's like, that's not the same at all. What are you fucking talking about?
Are you really comparing this to
You're
Walmart?
gonna pay
egg right now?
Walmart? There's cancer in that fucking egg. You fuck? No, she didn't say that. But it was just like such a serious note of like most places, especially Europe, Middle East, even Asia, probably. I bet Australia, even Africa. They have this trust in like whatever, like something selling you something.
You think
They have it's like
good
a
quality.
real good. It's the best quality that they're trying. They like their incentive is to nourish the community,
Yeah,
but it's
they're trying to
fucking-
kill you here.
But in America, they want money. They don't give a fuck. They'll sell you fucking insects and like put it in a fucking burger, and they'll say this is
Capitalism.
amazing.
Big-
This is worth $10, and like people eat it up.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a combination of. I mean, like I said,
You don't have to.
we were broke,
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to pay an extra $2-3 for eggs.
For
I'm
eggs.
trying to survive.
Especially if you're trying to bulk, and, you have a fucking quota to hit. You're not trying to.
But you would order meat, butcher box, free advertisement. Fire, honestly. Like that.
Did you like
taught
that
me-
stuff?
It's
Yeah, dude.
amazing
We cook
quality.
it like
Um,
any of those, dude. You ship it. Any of them. They're like, and they have restaurants too now. Not restaurants, but they have like places you can go to. In Tampa, they had a Wild Fork, which is another one that's like Butcher Box, where you just like order it straight from the farmer, and they like package and ship it, and it's like through these little channels. Those are getting stronger, luckily, after six years after COVID. But that was just like a scary time, dude. The only companies that gained a lot of stock value at the time, which we can get into that later,
mhm.
was like Amazon, Walmart, people that already
Right.
had
Online presence.
online businesses that were like scalable and stuff. So I'm gonna go to one more section.
Go for it. Yeah, I mean that's actually gone into e-com a little bit. It was during COVID because of online stores. and
That's how
everything.
you
'Cause
and
everything
that's
was
where you
selling
started,
online.
right? You
Yeah.
wanted to.
I was just
That year I took you to the farmer's market.
yeah.
You dropped out
That's right.
of
So I in high school, so my whole plan was going to med school. In high school, I was taking like science classes, and then in undergrad, my major was like biology, and my minor was health sciences. So everything was in the medical field, and then for my master's, I did medical sciences at USF Tampa, and that's why we moved to Tampa together for 1 year. And then halfway through it, I was like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, you're looking at like the reels and a lot of the community. They're like telling you the struggles of, oh, this is the day to day life. You're seeing that online.
Yeah,
and,
I mean,
and then COVID was like just such a eye opener for everybody.
it just felt like an opportunity there. And it's funny, we're talking about stocks. I had like invested in, because like during COVID, everything crashed. 80%, and then everything pumped 80% right after. So I'd done decent like in stocks, and I was like, all right, I have some cushion here. And I see this opportunity with like e-commerce as a whole. So I'm gonna take a shot at it. And yeah, like halfway through my master's, my first master's where I dropped out because he said I got an MBA after.
Yeah, he did get an MBA. That's where
I
we
want everybody to know
celebrate.
that
Yeah,
because
he did. He dropped out of the
the
thing that
medical
he did.
sciences
Yeah,
one. Oh, because like even in the chats, like all the kids were so like stressed, and it's like, do I want to do this for till I'm 30 or something? And I just was unsure about it, and I was seeing some success, but that's why I did ecom a little bit. But I was hustling too, like
yeah, dude. You were ultimately finding something that you liked versus something that you were told to do,
yeah, yeah,
and it
honestly a
was
little bit.
and you had more love for it, and it seems like it's working out now. It took a while.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I think I learned a lot of. So I do marketing now, and um, it's actually funny because like a marketing major is probably one of the worst things you can study in school in terms of like getting jobs. It's very hard. Um, but the good thing for me was that I had actual like technical skills for it. And I think this is where the world is heading a little bit. Like if you go to job interviews, um people don't care what your degree is. Like even like I got my MBA, right? MBA was made in Stanford or Harvard, I believe, like many years ago because companies were looking to find people that knew different aspects of business like finance, marketing and everything, and they could
Hmm.
just like manage the company, and that's why Harvard like built it. But now an MBA degree is not worth that much. And I think it's the same with any degree. I did a lot of interviews, and I think what people look for nowadays is specific technical skills that would help them in their company. So when I was doing interviews, I was in a marketing major. I didn't have like a degree in marketing, but I knew like details about marketing campaigns and paid ads, and like that really helped me. I think that's what
Yeah,
helped
that
me.
system and everything. It's very similar to engineering. People don't care what type of engineering you're doing. They don't even care
Oh,
about an engineering degree.
I'll say this. I think honestly, I think the three best I think the three only reasons you should go to school for nowadays is engineering, because you come out of college and you have a job, and this is technical skills. This guy works at Tesla. He knows about engineering. Like you need like technical skills, engineering, medical if you want to go like all the way, like if you know exactly what you want to do.
And it's a high cap. The salary
Oh
for
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
oh yeah, like
It's like a
high
half a
cap,
million
and
a
you could do
year
yeah,
right out of college. It
yeah,
looks like
exactly,
yeah, yeah,
exactly,
or right out of a master's degree or
like
PhD. Yeah,
medical
yeah,
school, yeah.
medical
And
school.
then being a lawyer, I think
Yeah,
my brother's actually a lawyer, and like a law degree is phenomenal. If I could go back, I'd probably shoot for law a little bit. But engineering, medical, and law, I think are like, and AI nowadays. I heard so many majors coming out. Um, but those three fields I think are the most um like payable fields.
yeah. Talking to AI is probably going to overtake a lot of job space.
Yeah, I see
Talking
companies posting job postings actually for um people who know how to set up AI systems to automate their stuff.
mm-hmm.
And I was looking at the job postings on Indeed and Glassdoor, like the chart for it, and the amount of job postings for that specific position is like increasing dramatically.
I believe it.
Um,
I
and yeah,
believe
I think
that.
those are like one of the three or one of the few fields where you can actually like make money on your
Make a
major.
difference.
You know?
Otherwise, you're going into debt,
Oh,
and you're
exactly.
most likely not getting a job, man. It's like as much as your parents told you you're gonna get a job and you're gonna get all this stuff, just go to college no matter what. Like, dude,
It was just a
don't.
different time
Yeah,
because
it was a different time, but it was just like time being successful is all about reacting to like
one
how the scenario's going.
100%. It's funny when I like actually during COVID, like a lot of people who did computer science or something coming out of college, they automatically got a job because they were like coders and companies, like everything was going online. So people wanted like coders and stuff like that. And then now with AI coming, like coders are kind of going away a little bit, you know?
Yeah, there's you could look up YouTube videos of coders
People
that
just coding, just typing, like, yo,
yeah,
code this for me.
well, they're struggling. They're just venting about not getting a job. They're like, dude, I just did all of this code. I did a whole 5 series interview
Yeah, exactly.
for like, you can find multiple YouTube videos of this, and they like did a very good code, and the guy's like, and then like in the end they're like, well, the reason you didn't hire you versus this other guy was because your code didn't cater to AI enough. And it's like, that's what I thought you hired me to write the code, not
What
fucking
the?
make the not
Yeah.
make the AI do all the fucking work. What are you talking about? That's like the frustration and just the misunderstanding at that level is just like such a critical level because it's the potential between making like $250,000 a year
Big
or
money.
not getting hired at all.
Oh, big
That's
money.
insane. Yeah.
Big money. Do you use Grok a lot?
I use Grok now, yeah, a lot. Pretty good amount. More than I was doing AI.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't like using AI because the big thing I always worry about, and I actually read about this in Napoleon Hill. You ever read the book Outwitting the Devil?
No, sounds interesting.
Napoleon Hill. What he's trying to talk about, one of the ways that the devil controls people is when they can't think. When they can't
Hmm.
think on their own, they're drifters, so they're not like independently thinking to um, to like manifest the world that they want. There's these the devil technically controls these people that just can't think for themselves at all, and they have to go and they need to go somewhere to fulfill that answer that they want. And
Mhm.
that could be in the form of AI is how I'm reading it now,
Mhm.
where it's just like, oh, I'll never think of an answer to, what are the top 10 places to go in Austin or whatever.
It's so funny you say that. I have not actually. I don't know if I want to say this, but even drafting an email, I do not remember the last time I've personally like written out an email without
Yeah,
like
it's scary. Yeah,
just like putting it through
yeah. You
AI.
could
My
just throw it
English
in,
is
yeah,
getting
this is
worse.
easier. Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's scary, but you know,
it's just so useful.
it is very useful and it's helpful. But you should try to. I think you should try to write it yourself and then show what AI does, and then you can probably perfect it even if you do it
Yeah,
with AI. Like make it more your speed or what you want to tell this email
yeah.
that you're sending.
I'm also curious how like the schooling system is going to change because I mean I got my MBA while AI was peaking, and obviously I used it a lot to help with everything, studying, assignments, and everything. Um, so I'm very curious how like the schooling system is going to change, with all these tools coming out and everything. Because like again, like I was when I first started the program, it was in the beginning phases of these tools coming out. So like my college and different colleges weren't really, ready for that change, and they didn't know how to incorporate these AI tools into assignments and everything. But now
Yeah,
this
because
new,
all that busy work's gone
yeah,
now. You can't
exactly.
do
Like
busy
you
work
can't just
anymore.
tell
Yeah,
people to just post comments or read a discussion and post something because they can just like 2 second,
yeah, yeah.
So
You can
all
have
those are
AI
going to
do it.
change.
Yeah,
Like the way you take exams are going to change. The way you do
it's
assignments is
terrifying.
going to change.
Yeah,
So this little gap, I actually think if you're like getting any major degree within this gap, you're lucky because the schools have not yet transitioned totally, you know,
yeah.
to
Even at the beginning, I think some teachers would claim that they could tell that it was AI versus not AI. Maybe versus like you've seen how somebody was writing was, and then
oh
like they
yeah,
tried to
that's true.
probably like
Or
that.
if they have hyphens a lot, because I know if you don't delete the hyphens, like if you put something, it's like hyphen hyphen hyphen.
Yeah, there's like cheat codes now, but dude, it's not gonna be like that. And
Don't
like
make it not sound like AI. Make it sound
make
like
it
a
sound like
normal
yeah, you could
person.
literally say type how I'm typing to you, yo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. With this wording. But
One thing I wanted to get into was you said you've been reading a lot of books lately. What kind of books do you read? Do you read fiction, nonfiction? You read about places, and then have you been to those? Do you visit places that you've been? How's traveling affected how you read? Is that a thing that
Okay.
happens to you?
How is traveling affected how honestly, like traveling hasn't affected how I read, but
Nothing.
just reading in general. Obviously, just like any parents, my parents would always tell me, you should read books, you should read books. And I was never a reader, ever. Um,
Me too.
like when I was a kid, like never a reader. And as I've grown older, I've honestly understood how beneficial reading is in so many ways. The way you grasp information is completely different when you read. So I think there's like three different ways that you can gain information: watching YouTube, which is what I did because I was addicted to YouTube, reading, and writing. These are the three ways I think you can like gain information. But watching is the easiest and you grasp the least. Writing is really good, especially if you're studying for exams or whatever, because you're reading it, you're writing it, and you're watching it.
Super engaging.
It's super engaging, but it's obviously takes a tremendous amount of time. But reading is the middle ground where you're literally thinking, which is actually very hard, like actually thinking about concepts, thinking about the words. It's very hard. And you know, again, you're thinking about the words, you're thinking about the scenario. So I think reading is a great way to gain knowledge. So I started doing these like 30-day like things where I would like within 30 days I had to do specific things. And one
Yeah.
of the things was like reading for 15-20 minutes a day. Um and
And it helps you get, not only are you like conceptualizing it, you're getting a perspective of how to conceptualize it. There's like the writer that's doing it, you're getting into his mind and how he's like conceptualizing this problem. And it's like
100%.
it changes how you can think about it, changes your perspective on how you can think about a topic or what you're
w-
experiencing.
100%. Like,
And that helps. I think that helps a
oh,
lot.
absolutely. And what you consume is important. And the thing is like, if you want to do something, why not learn from people who have done it before to learn about their mistakes and the path they took to become successful? Imagine reading about people who have done what you want to do. You literally find out how they did it, what mistakes they made. Like the blueprint is there.
Yeah, it's
You
all
just
there. It's all, you just have
don't
to
have
put
to
the
be
work in.
lazy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly, exactly. And I mean everybody says that. And again, I'm still not a big reader. I just force myself to read, to be honest, because I see the benefits. A lot of the books I read are um I would say from
More entertaining.
entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
uh
What you're
their
interested in.
their autobiographies,
Okay.
um like
People you want to learn from.
people I want to learn from, definitely like their autobiographies. Not necessarily self-help books, but like tactics about time management, um emotional discipline, running a business, just like different. And also there's a lot of BS in books, obviously, just like anything else. But you know, you're a writer. You've written a book.
Yeah, I wrote a book. I
I
tried.
highly recommend it. Great book. Um, I really do. But just someone who writes a book, they're they're smart in some way. You know, it's very rare that
They
like
want to tell something. They
that
need
they
a
care
message
about.
out. Yeah, yeah. They have a message they
Exactly.
care about, and they
And
didn't quit on it. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So it takes effort. It's not as easy as just streaming or putting a video out. So that's automatically a level of trust right there. So
But there is ways to bullshit it. You can.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
especially nowadays,
yeah,
probably like AI and stuff, just write me this book.
yeah. Oh,
But I mean,
definitely. Yeah.
but the books I read are like 15 years old, 20 years old. Like what I'm reading right now is, I'll tell you right now, I'll give it a quick shout out. Um,
Then I want to.
it's called Grit by Angela um Ducksworth or something like that.
Angela Ducksworth.
Yeah, so it's called Grit, and
Grit. What's that about?
it's it's basically about the difference between it's about grit at the core of it, you know? It's about, we have talent and then we have grit,
Mhm.
you know? And she basically, I mean, another book I really like is called The Outliers, which is like super
Malcolm
famous.
Gladwell, yep.
Yeah, I love that book. Um, and in this book, she's basically comparing, she was a teacher, very well educated person. I think she went to either Stanford or Harvard. She was a psychologist, and she basically compares like the students that she taught to, like military people, and she was trying to find the difference between the people that are outliers and overperform. And she came to the conclusion that it's not just like ability; it's grit, is how long you stay in there and how
Yeah.
you
How much you love it, how much you are
that's what
hungry about
passion
it.
is, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
at the core, like, what is passion is something that will make you go through the pain and still stick with it. It's like trying over and over again.
Yeah, even if you know it might change you. That's
Yeah,
the scare. Like, there are people that quit when it hurts. There's people that quit when it's tiring. There's people that quit when it's like,
yeah. Even if they have the ability,
yeah.
you
Oh
know.
yeah. They have the ability. There's people. My brother is the perfect example of this. He has all the ability in the world. He could do like, and he saw me do it. So like I would like try to do things, and he already saw how I do it, and he could like do it, but he's like 2 years younger than me, and
Yeah,
like he was doing that my entire life, but he didn't experience any of the pain. He didn't experience any of the like he didn't have to grit through anything. And that is a huge bad sign because it's like you can even take that to talking to women. Oh, I'm like I don't want to go through the grit of like talking to girls because it's like, because they're psychotic, because they're on medication, because they're insane, because they're addicted to drugs or whatever, or they're addicted to money, or they're addicted to like, lust,
yeah,
anything like that. But like if you don't have that experience and you can't tell the difference between what this girl's problems are and then like, where you have a problem, you're gonna you're not gonna have a great experience in life because you're not it's going to be really hard for you to find something you truly love, something you truly will die for, something you're truly like passionate about.
I think stand-up comedy is a great example too, because
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you hear about stand-up comics who have made it. They've been laughed on stage, and
And
they
then,
say like the biggest fear after death is talking in public and
mm-hmm.
talking in front of people. Like
Yeah,
imagine being on stage, and he's done it. You've done that in front
I
of
did it a
people.
few times. I'm out. I've been out for a while now, but people always ask me to go back. But
Yeah, just being on stage, saying a joke, and people not laughing,
saying a
like
joke you
that
wrote,
builds grit.
yeah,
You know, like that.
and you
It's
come back and you
yeah,
keep
you
doing
come
it.
back
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. So that builds grit. But yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the difference of someone who is like spoiled and someone who is not spoiled. It's like people who are not spoiled, they've had no other path but to have grit
yeah.
to
And
like get through it. You know,
they had to get through it. The people that were spoiled,
it's all easy. So
they're
it's like
like looking for somebody to help them
yeah,
all the time,
yeah, one
and
hundred
it's
percent.
and I don't envy those people at all.
No, it actually makes me think if I have kids, it's like so when you have kids, you obviously don't want them to have a hard life. You want them to have the
No,
best life, but at the same time, it's like a hard life builds grit. So how do you balance that? It's like very hard.
you have to have very strict boundaries, and you have to be very specific, I think.
True.
But
That's a good answer,
I
actually.
don't know. I haven't like
Yeah.
I have a dog, and I don't think I'm
Yeah.
doing that well. I don't think I'm doing that well, quite
Shamu has
honestly.
some grit. I'll tell you that.
Shamu has some fun. She like, she'll mess up some dogs,
Yeah, she
but she
will.
also knows where the line is. I think she's pretty good, especially for a husky. I think she's doing great. But like, I don't have all the answers.
She is doing great. We love Shamu.
We do love Shamu. One last. Do you want to do one last question?
We could do multiple, my friend.
Okay, so
Oh, can I
you've
say
been
something
work.
real quick?
Yeah, yeah,
Just like randomly.
sure.
Honest Dave, the chances of you seeing this are 0.0001%. Come on the show.
There's an artist I've been listening to for maybe a month now, probably a month now. Called Honest Dave. He goes by Honestab. He has some great jokes. He's a
Yeah.
funny. He seems
Slide.
hilarious.
We'll just chat with you.
He had his
We love
first
your
festival
music.
actually over in Austin. I researched a lot about him once I caught on. And big shout out to Austin Ave.
Yeah, just wanted to drop that out there, just in
Honest
case.
Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just in case.
just
He's a
in case you
big
hear
Missouri
it.
guy.
Slide.
Um, I think we have like 5 minutes left, but I want to ask you
Mm-hmm.
because we started with you went to high school. You were a very skinny man. You're a very
Very
skinny
skinny.
boy, and you've been working out for 10 years now.
Damn, everybody watching is like, damn, that guy's skinny for someone who's been working out.
What have you learned out of working out for 10 years
Oh
that
man.
you would love to pass on to your kids or anything like that?
You know, uh,
Because you don't look that skinny anymore.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I appreciate it. Listen, the thing is, everybody goes to the gym nowadays, so working out is like not that difficult, and a lot of people do it. But at the core, if you look at any sort of physical exercise, not just like weightlifting, but also like running and everything, it builds character. You know,
Get that grit, kind of.
you have to build consistency. You have to manage other things that affect it, like diet, sleep, not drinking that much or stuff like that. Um, but I think just at the core, it builds discipline, and it shows you that if you are consistent and work hard, um, you will see results, you know? And working out, again, is very easy. You know, I'm not like a bodybuilder or anything. You work out in your own way as well. But, um, you know, and it's easy, and that's why a lot of people do it, because a lot of people tend to do easy things and not hard things. But I think it's like a very simple example of what like dedication and persistence does. And you see the results not like this, but fairly quicker than anything else. If you want to run a business, it takes much longer. If you want to do something more valuable, it takes much longer. But with the gym, if you do it for 30 days, you see your biceps grow a little bit, so you
Yeah.
see the results, and that's why people stick with
It's
it.
a
'Cause
closed
it's-
system. It's within your
Exactly,
system.
exactly. It's a
Very,
closed
yeah.
system. So, and I'm sure anybody who has like worked out and has seen like the difference in their life can attest to this. But like at the core, again, the discipline, the persistence, and the patience of waiting for the results.
With yourself, with
Yeah,
your muscles, if you consider those different things. And
your muscles. No, I'm joking. I feel like such a
no, I'm glad you can talk about that.
yeah. We're actually gonna hit the sauna or the gym after.
Yeah, we're
this,
gonna
right?
hit the gym after this. But
Soccer too.
okay, so we're hitting soccer also. We're doing a whole running and gym and lift and have a whole lifestyle. It's crazy.
And hopefully I'm gonna be back on the show. So
Yeah, he wants to. I'm trying to convince him to be a co-host actually, because I think we do all right. But
we have a good chat.
we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yes.
One final. Okay, this will actually be the last question.
All right.
What is the difference between a stranger,
Oh boy.
a friend, and a family member to you? How do you call about each one of those? How do you treat each one of those?
A stranger, I'd say. Interesting question. We obviously didn't discuss this before.
Yeah, they're right. I'm sorry.
Stranger, you should definitely tell me these. I'm
Should have
joking.
told you that one.
Stranger, I guess I would have, especially in this role, I'd have a lot of boundaries. I mean, you have no idea about the person, right? Like,
Yeah, it's an online person. This is a anybody.
yeah.
Somebody you see on the street. You can plug that back in. I think you plug that back in.
I plugged it. Land of works. It's what podcasting is like, guys.
That's all right.
Yeah, I guess a stranger. I mean, I don't know. A stranger, someone you have a lot of boundaries with. I think when I meet a stranger, I have a lot of,
You're not gonna do what they ask you
like,
to do right away.
yeah, obviously
Probably.
not.
Yeah.
Questions to learn about the personality. Family, someone you're not stuck with, but it could be a good person or a bad person, and that's okay to say. You know, not every family member is a good person or a bad person, but it's just somebody that you were born with that relationship with. It's like the country you were born in. You know, it's just like part of you in a way. It doesn't have to shape who you are, but it's just who that is. But a friend is someone you choose, someone that based on what you believe in and what you value, it's someone that you choose.
Or keeping around in your circle.
Yeah, keep around in your circle. You know, I'd say friend is like. I mean, I'd say like my mom is my friend, my dad is my friend, my brother is my friend, just because like I have a
They're
good
also,
family.
yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that like a friend is who you are in a way, or who you choose to be in a way. A family is who you're sort of stuck with, could be good or bad.
Hmm.
And a
And you can
stranger,
choose your family too at one point.
yeah,
Who you marry and stuff.
yeah, that's true.
Eventually,
Yeah,
eventually, but
yeah,
like
yeah,
you don't get there yet.
yeah. And then
But
a
keep going.
stranger is whatever. He's got to figure it out.
All right. Thank you for tuning in
Thanks for having
to
me.
this episode. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for. I might invite you back. Who knows? You can park in
Fingers
my.
crossed.
You can park in my little parking spot
That'd be sick.
at the studio. All
Thank you,
right.
sir.
Thank you, Amir.
Thank you to the editor back there.
Producer. He's way more important than
Producer.
that.